Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. I just thought that I came across this news story and I just thought it was super interesting. Apparently, malls are on their way back. I mean, I remember hearing about malls are dying, malls are dying, malls are dying. And I guess there's a resurgence in the mall industry. And I just thought it was very interesting. What they're doing is they're converting parts of the mall into apartments. And so now you can live at the mall. So let's check this out. I thought this was super interesting and maybe you guys would want to watch this with me because I came across this and I just thought it was super interesting. People are starting to live in malls. I don't know. Would do you think you would want to live in a mall? Let's check it out. Let's just see. All right, let's play this.
So welcome to the teeny tiny shoebox apartment inside the arcade. There are lots of others in the building just like this. So mine.
So let's go back a little bit. So, where is it? So you can live in. Okay, see behind her, right? There's these little windows. These are each one of these little doors. That's someone's apartment. So you can live in one of these, and basically you can live in the mall. You can go downstairs, get Starbucks, do whatever, and then go back into your room. So
In Providence, Rhode Island, the oldest indoor shopping mall in the country. The arcade had long been a center point in Providence's bustling downtown, but like other malls, it fell on hard times and was completely
okay,
vacant.
yes,
But
yes.
rather than letting this historic building fall into ruin, developers came in and decided to build 48 micro lofts here on the
Micro lots. Um, I feel like this is just where society is going. Everything is micro now, and it's like microtransactions, micro lofts, guys, inside the mall. You can live in the mall. I guess in a way, you never have to learn how to cook because you can essentially just go downstairs and get something from Panera. So the, it kind of I don't know, increases the problem that I was talking about earlier, that people don't know how to cook anymore. And if you're gonna live in a mall, you're never gonna need to learn how to cook because you could just go downstairs and just get whatever. All right, let's watch
second
more of
floor
this.
and up here on the third floor. While top-tier malls continue to be in high demand, nearly
Okay.
34 million square feet of U.S. mall space is vacant and off the market.
Mhm.
Almost 70% of Americans live within an hour of a mall that has a high vacancy rate, low consumer traffic, or is abandoned altogether. At the same time,
Okay. I mean, it in a way, it is a very good idea. The the housing problem in America is based on the fact that we don't build enough houses and whatnot. So, I mean, they're going to be converting the mall spaces into apartments, and then you can just basically live in the mall and never go outside into the world. And I guess in a way, it kind of ties into what I was talking about yesterday with the new AI chat girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you're into. And then they're going to have AI dolls that you can talk to. And if you're going to live in a mall, right? I don't know if you guys saw it earlier. The apartment things inside the mall don't have a stove, so you can't even cook in there if you wanted to. So you're basically dependent on the restaurants that are inside the mall to feed you, and you're gonna have to be eating some very salty, overseasoned food. But let's keep going. Let's onward.
Monday through Friday, this is really busy down here. It's definitely, people in the offices working, getting lunch or whatever. My barber's downstairs.
As of January 2022, at least 192 US malls plan to add a housing component.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so like I said, it's most of them. Because okay, think about it this way. If you are living in the mall, right? Um thank you. Thank you for my energy drink thing. XX, I got you. Okay. Um if you're going to be living in the mall and then you get yourself like one of those AI girlfriend things and you never have to go outside and see any sunlight and you work remote. Thank you. No, thank you, thank you. I try very hard. You're just gonna like live and die in the mall. And then I saw this thing today that they're trying to increase the retirement age from 70 to 80 so you can work even longer. So you I'm just imagining the life down the road for everyone, and it just seems so fun that you could just live in the mall, never have to do anything.
US has about 1,100 regional and super regional malls, about 8.5% lower than 2015. So, can new housing developments help revive the classic American mall? And what's it like to live inside one? CNBC went to Providence, Rhode Island to find out.
Okay. All right. Just trying to see
Amy
what's
Hinion has been living on the top floor of a
okay.
3-story mall in Providence, Rhode Island for the past 2.5 years.
What's it like to live at the mall?
It's really great. It's cool to be part of such a historic building and knowing that every single one of these units used to be a shop of some kind.
But living in a converted
Okay.
store does present
Okay, hold on.
some challenges.
Here is my very tiny kitchen.
Tiny
It is
kitchen.
very small, but it is workable.
Okay.
And one of the interesting things about the units in the building.
Okay, so like I said earlier, first thing I noticed right away, no stove. Like I said, you can't cook. So, like as a mall developer, this is genius. Like you lock in the customer base because you build all the units, right? These guys every day, that means they have to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. If you're living at the mall, you most likely have a remote job, so you could just stay there. And like it's it's genius. It is genius in a way. Um, they got a customer for life. You're gonna be a regular. You're gonna go downstairs. You're gonna watch the normal people that visiting the mall, but you're like a VIP to them in a way because they're gonna see you every day. You're gonna go to Panera every day. Panera, by the way, has this pretty cool thing where it's got, I think it's called the Sip Club or whatever. You pay monthly and you can get as many drinks as you want. So I mean, if you're gonna be living at the mall, you might as well sign up for all the rewards programs. And let's just see what else is going on here with living at the mall. That's what we're gonna be doing. Gonna be living. Oops, all right, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Do, 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 boop.
Building is that because of codes, you can't have any cooking devices with an open flame. So none of the units have stoves or ranges.
Okay.
Do you ever have any concerns about privacy?
Not really. It's something you get used to living in the building, having people coming and going. Everybody has blinds in their apartment that they can raise or lower as they like.
Despite those challenges, residents say having access to shops and restaurants
Huh.
makes living at the arcade a unique experience.
I get my hair cut in the salon downstairs, and there's little lunch spots, so you don't even have to leave the building. There's a bookstore downstairs, and they'll do author talks in
Okay.
the private lounge area.
Avoiding New England's sometimes stormy weather is
Okay, now what I'm thinking about is it would be nice to shelter in place inside a mall. At least you have everything. This kind of reminds me of that zombie movie where they ended up in the mall and they just like, but imagine that's your house and a bunch of people just came in. I don't know. I just thought this is very interesting to live in the mall. Um, it just feels like I I saw somewhere. I'm gonna try to find this one. I remember hearing a while back that Costco or Disneyland is trying to do something similar as well. Let me see, Costco housing. Like, have you guys heard about this? I saw something about this. Costco housing complex. Is that what it is? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, see, I'm not crazy. Let me screen grab this so you can see. Okay, let me share the screen. So I'm not crazy. Costco is also looking into this as well, and maybe all the stores are going to be looking into this, where they're gonna try to build. If you guys can see this, Costco breaks ground in Los Angeles complex, blending store with apartments. See, Costco is also looking into this as well. They want to basically capture the customers in there. And I saw something that Disneyland is doing something similar as well. Let's see, let's look more into this Costco thing. See, in South Los Angeles, they want to make a 800 apartment complex above a Costco warehouse. So basically, you were going to live on top of a Costco and you might as well work in that Costco. And then you just work Costco, buy stuff at Costco, pay rent to Costco, and it goes back and forth until you wither away. So that's interesting. And I remember Disneyland was doing something similar. Disney apartment complex. Right? Am I crazy? I remember Disneyland also has a community that they wanted to start building where you can live inside Disneyland. And if you're gonna live in Disneyland, you might as well work at Disneyland, and then you might as well, be an annual season pass holder or whatever. And you know, let's see. I saw it somewhere. But yeah, this is where things are going. I feel like as more and more of these pop up, think about it, as each one of these pop up, every year, every 2 years, another company is going to start doing this. And then everyone's going to be captured by a company. And then if you're going to live inside a company's complex, you might as well be a loyal operator. And then you're going to have like faction wars, I guess. If you live at the Apple complex, you're going to hate all the people at the Samsung complex, you know? what set you represent? Let's see. All right. That's basically that. Let me see. What else is going on the news right now? Ooh. Let's see. No, I'm trying to think if there's any other like complexes that people are building. Oh, I don't know. All right. That's it for today. Unless there's something else you guys want to talk about, and that's it. Thank you for spending some time with me. I know this is short. I saw this and I was like, let's look into it. All right, see you guys later.